Good morning, art buddies, and welcome to Bricolage with Paint Girly. This is my channel, and today I'm going to get messy. Messy. Um, I'm so very glad to be here. Yesterday, I just felt God's protection around me as I witnessed a horrific accident going over to Pennsylvania, and hey, there's Jacqueline. I see Kellyanne, Gail. Good morning. How you doing, Gail? You feeling okay? And Judy is here. Judy's laying down and resting a little bit. Judy works crazy hours, so she's probably just gotten in from work at a very crazy time. And you're doing better? Wonderful. That's wonderful. And I was just remembering a verse. The Lord is a strong tower. Yay, Jacqueline. And did you see the little note, Jacqueline? There was supposed to be a little note on there. Anyway, um, yesterday, the Lord's strong tower for me was a huge truck, which was in front of me at a red light, and really took the brunt of a horrific accident. And I was right behind him. Had I been in his spot, I would either be in heaven or in the hospital in critical condition. I am certain. So I'm praising the Lord today that I'm here with you. And last week, Jacqueline was doing prints on paper with oranges. And I didn't have any oranges, but I had some lemons. Now, these, when I went to get them out of the fridge, they're a little squishy. So I'm not sure how it's going to go. I did cut them, get a lot of the juice out of them, and let them dry out all overnight, but they're really not dry. And look, I found my little fan so I can fan my jelly plate if need be, if I can get that undone again. And you'll notice here under my large plate, I have put a little piece of paper to give me a guideline of where I want to concentrate what I'm doing. I want to make prints on fabric that I can use as future. Hey, Peggy, good morning. Hi, Dar, good morning. That I can use as covers for future little small yummy journals. Now, Susan Taylor Brown, which many of you know, does something called Just Because journals, and they're just so yummy. And she does hers with fabric. Now, I was just looking at her channel, and I will link her that particular video I watched this morning, where she's using inks, alcohol inks, to color fabric. So, a few tips from her that I'm going to use. And I also was looking up acrylic paint on a jelly, acrylic ink, excuse me, on a jelly plate. And lo and behold, the second person that popped up was our very own Tanya McGuire. So I'll have to link her as well. So there'll be some other stuff in the description box. I've also linked a few things for your consideration if you're interested. Now, I purchased this Japanese ink in 2022, and as you can see, it's not even open. Not even. So we're going to open this up, and I didn't see where it said it's permanent, but one of the reviews, the gal said, don't get it on your clothing because it will not come out. So I'm going to take that as permanent. And then Jacqueline was saying she thought brayering, I think she used paint on her oranges was a good idea. And I might try that as well. But I'm going to use my little smaller jelly plate to put some ink on and maybe use that to load up some of my orange slices. So I've got my inks that Peggy sent me here off to the side. I've got an acrylic ink here in red. Now I'm going to try not to get too crazy with designs or colors, pulling a lot of things out. So I'm just going to go and see what happens. So I've got a couple of things here fabric-wise for you to consider, but I mostly trimmed my fabric to be around this size. So I want to kind of think about somewhat placement, but I'm telling you, if you get a chance on Instagram, if you've not, I think that's Jacqueline, is that where you posted it? Yes, you got the note. Okay, sweetie. Love you. Okay, I don't know if Jacqueline posted on Instagram, but she posted, I think, a lot of pictures and stuff. Her orange imprints were just fabulous. Now, I wanted to do a couple of testers on paper, and I do have some rubber gloves here, but they're really big, and I'm not sure how long I will keep them on once there goes my iron. Once I put them on, I have to grab my paper. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to ruin my nails, but that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. These should probably come off in a little bit anyway. So I've got some huge sheets of paper here to just kind of fiddle around with. Fiddle. And I'm not gonna, I don't think I'm going to get into a lot of different colors and stuff. I want to use that black ink. Now I also have some fabric over here that I've printed before on the jelly plate, and I think I might like to add some of these imprints of lemons. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is oh, there's Candy. Hi, Candy. So is everybody comfy? I'm just going to jump in. Again, not an expert, don't know what I'm doing. This is just kind of an experiment. Now I don't have a little dish. Oh, it's good. It's a squeeze. It's a little squeeze nozzle. So I did put this Amazon link in my description box. Is everybody doing okay? Play. Yes, so I'm going to just drip a little bit of this on. I also have a little composition book here that if I need to brayer off anything, I've got that there. I've got a semi-warm cup of coffee. See, now my idea, what I'm wanting to do is dip that in there and load the ink on this, whatever this is, lemon. Okay, I'm looking at my phone, so if you need me to see something, put it in caps for me, okay? All right, so let's see. I think maybe I should grab, if I can, a smaller brayer. Oh, they're way back there. Hold on, let me just, I might see a little boobalage if I lean in too far. Okay, so let's just, yeah, see, okay, I'm not sure how this is going to go. Let's try what Jacqueline suggested. Brayer that on. Now, these lemons are still, I gotta say, probably a little juicy. Now, folks were saying in the comments for this ink that it's a really nice black ink. Oh. See, now they're going to be juicier. I can't really push down. Maybe I should try to get a little more juice out. I didn't want to squeeze them too much because I didn't want to ruin the shape. That's kind of gnarly, huh? Let's try another one. Now this one's got a seed in it. That's kind of cool. Well, not anymore. So what's everybody up to? maybe if I took a little bit of, see, I'm using some old napkins where I peeled off the back. Maybe if I did a little dabble do ya kind of thing. So I was thinking a couple of things. Oh, look at all that ink. I could print right on the fabric. See, this guy's a little lopsided. He kind of looks cool. I could print on the fabric like this, or print on the jelly plate and then pull it and see if I can get something going that way. What is this I picked up? It looks like a pencil shaving. Let's put that aside. Okay. All right, so let's rock and roll. Now, I'm using my larger plate because that's what I have. I took my 8 by 10 plate and cut that all up. Good morning, Angie. Into a variety of different sizes, which I'm very glad that I did. Peggy said, if you left the lemon on, if I leave it sit on the paper towel, it'll suck up some juice. Am I reading your mind? Wah, wah, wah. Use the rind. It might look speckled. Face down on a paper towel for a while to dry out. Okay, I was reading your mind, Peggy. That's what I did. All right, so Tanya was using acrylic ink, which I have a couple different acrylic inks, but she was using Amsterdam, and this is the only Amsterdam I have is red. I don't know that I really want red, but like, hey, April, good morning. Am I missing anybody? Oh gosh, I hope not. So here I have a stack of fabrics that I've already done some fabric printing on, which I probably have a video. So see, now this is because I used paint. This is a little stiffer. I don't know if you can tell, but this was on fabric that already had a image, had a print on it. So that's kind of, it's not too bad. And if I use the red, that might look cool. So I'm just rummaging through some of this. Red and purple. I'm thinking red and yellow, black and white. Okay, let me trim this one. We might dig through this pile of, hey Sherry, good morning, of fabric as I work through. So this is kind of that size. And then when you think about it as a journal cover, this gives me room to trim, play with, stitch on, different things like that. So I'm going to try to keep right in that printing area. So what Tanya did was a couple of different things. One, she just dripped on some acrylic paint and did like blobs. She just blobbed it. And she added a little water because this is acrylic. So she added some water, just a little light spritz I'm giving it. And then I'm going to brayer that across that white surface. I'm trying to keep it straight for you, but it's kind of crooked for me. Now, she didn't do the lemon. She was using a stencil. But I'm going to pop my lemon down. And I want to think about this as a cover. So for this one, I think I might want to cover the whole surface. Now, it probably just looks like a mess to you, but let's just see. Now, this already has a little bit of stability to it because, like I said, I um, printed on this before. So now I'm going to try to gently place that down. And Tanya said because of the water, the little bit of water that I spritzed on, that dry piece of cloth, or if you were using paper, um, sucks that all up. Now I just want to give it a minute. Can you guys, are you guys able to see? Um, thanks, Candy. Looks like a crime scene. And I'm just pressing. I don't really want to. Hi, Darla. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm glad you're here. Nice to see you. Okay, so I'm going to just pull it up. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby. And that did soak through to the other side. So this isn't too bad here either. Let's just take a piece of paper and kind of clean that up. I didn't put my gloves on. I'm going to see how messy I get. Okay, now one thing that Susan Taylor Brown said was, if you want your fabric to stay, oh, that's kind of cool, isn't it? Soft, then, just doing your inks on your fabric will soak up your color and remain soft. Let me put my gloves on just because I really do like these nails. And let me see. I had a baby wipe here somewhere. Okay. I probably will be able to clean them off with alcohol. But we'll see how long I can last with these gloves on. These are like man size. I feel like a puppet. Susan Taylor Brown has a friend. I don't remember the gal who she said that she learned this from. But if you want your fabric to have a little more stability, like if you want to use it for a cover, which is what I am wanting to do, put a little bit of gesso or matte medium on your fabric. Let that dry and then put your inks on. Of course, they won't move like inks, but let's give this a go. This is, now this first piece, I'm going to just do inks, and I'm not going to use the lemon on this. This is a little hanky with a cute little stitched applique thing in the corner. And of course, it's a crazy size, but for a journal cover. But, maybe I could use it for a page or, I could trim it down. So I'm just going to pick out a few colors and I'm going to try to concentrate on those colors right there. Good morning, Andrea. Nice to see you. Okay, so let's see. Now, I did get out all of my ink. So we have Limeade. I've got this Valencia, which is a delicious looking color. I've got Sunshine Yellow. So we've got yellow. I need some kind of a pink. This is Watermelon. That looks yummy. And some kind of green. I don't think I want Limeade. This is Meadow. This sounds pretty. So I'm going to just start dripping on some ink. Okay. And then I'm going to put my fabric down and see what happens. Here we go. Here we go. Drum roll, please. Now, I'm not too worried about this square here because my hanky is bigger than this square in this case. After I just went and said, oh, I'm going to stay in that spot. Looks like I have a hair. Now, these are the colors that are in that little applique on the corner. All right. All right. The gloves are already making me cray cray. Green and orange. Oh, Kimberly, good morning. Ruh-roh. There we go. Valencia was giving me a little bit of an issue. Now I'm just shaking this on like salt and pepper. Oh, you know what? Maybe this isn't a hair. Maybe this is thread from the fabric. No, well, it doesn't matter, does it? All right, so we've got that. And then we're going to need some yellow, some mellow yellow. They call me mellow yellow. Now, the square napkin, I keep thinking napkin, but I think it's actually a hanky. It's bigger than that white square, so. Now, I'm thinking I want to spritz this with a little alcohol. So it moves a little bit. Can everyone see okay? Is my camera okay? Is it up too high? Is it down too low? All right, spritza, spritza. Ooh. Ooh. Now I'm going to sop it up with my hanky. Drum roll, please. Now this would be a good idea to put the glove on for this. So right now, at first glance, what it looks like to me is one of those little nougat candies. When I was a kid, it was like a white and pink squishy stuff, and it had little gumdrops in it. And that's what this kind of looks like to me. Getting messy today, Kimberly. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now, should I spritz it again? I'm spritzing with alcohol. You remember those candies, Andrea? They were my sister Jackie's favorites. She loved those. Now, one thing that Susan Taylor Brown did was she squished, and she put a lot more, I think, ink on her fabric. I think she put it right on her fabric. So let's flip it. Because those of us that follow Susan Taylor Brown know that she has very yummy fabrics. Oh, I love when you squirt and you move the bottle and it gives you that little trailer. Valencia. I'm liking orange a lot this last couple years. This bottle is harder to squeeze than the other bottle. It doesn't have the flexibility that the other one did. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Let's see. No, I used watermelon. Here's watermelon. And then I used a yellow, did I not? Let's see. Honeycomb, I didn't use that. I used lemonade. How apropos. Lemonade. This one's hard to push too. You know, this label looks different than the other labels. I wonder if that's the difference. I don't know. I'm thinking about adding some cool Perry, like a taffy. Yes. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, that's very pretty. Now, this is just a really abstract look. All right, now I'm going to get the gloves back on, and this is what Susan Taylor Brown does. And hers was a lot more saturated. See, I'm very stingy with my product, and then she just started to squish and kind of mush them all together. Ooh. Let's get some more alcohol on here and get these. Now, like Susan Taylor Brown also said, you know, this is not going to, look, my gloves are coming off. You can't wash this because the alcohol ink is not permanent. But, you know, I'm going to use them in a journal. I'm not going to wash it. I'm not going to, you know, use this for a napkin or a, oh, girls, I'm not going to blow my nose on it where it has to be washed. Are you seeing this pretty good? Good morning, Brenda. I love that. I think that's pretty good. That's good enough for me. Boy, I like that little bit of purple that I put in. Thanks, Gail. Did I miss anybody saying good morning? All right, I'm going to put that one off to the side. Now, let's just get to the task at hand. I've got my lemons. If you're just coming in, I've got my lemons, and Peggy suggested popping that down so some of the liquid can, you know, suck out. Rainbow clump of sweets. Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay, so now I'm just going to try to regroup. All right, so a couple of things. I've got this. So when I'm thinking about a journal cover, what I've been working on, I don't have one here, is I've been taking pieces of fabric, and sometimes I'll put a little piece of matting in there and then another piece of fabric and just stitch them, leave the edges crazy. But I don't necessarily want the back of the fabric if it's just one-sided. Now, Jacqueline and I were looking at batiste fabric, which of course has the design on both sides, but that's very thin and floppy. So I like this. That could be the inside, but I can maybe, now I'm pretty sure that this ink is going to go through to the other side. But let's just see how it looks. Okay? Okay. So let's take my little palette here. I'm going to try to just put out a little bit of this ink. I don't really even have to squeeze it. It kind of just runs out. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm hoping to have covers for journals, Flo. All right, I'm just going to take this guy and I'm going to dip in going to I'm going to, dab this off a little bit here. So it's not as juicy. Oh, I like it. Now, when you're doing stuff like this, at least this is my taste. You don't want to put everything in the center. You want to get some off the edge. I just think it looks better. Now, Jacqueline suggested also using the rind side. So let's grab another. See, I'm stacking everything already. Another piece of napkin and dry that off a little bit. I'm not getting enough. I'm not getting enough to get that skin. That might work on the plate, though. Ooh, that might be a plate. Might be a plate thing. Okay, let me load this up again. Whoops, sorry. I have my large plate. I cut the, you know how they come in, the jelly plates come in a clamshell? Hey, Stacy May, good morning. I cut the top off and I have my plate sitting down in that, so if things get juicy and runny, it's not running all over my desk. I catch it down in that like a little trough. Okay, I think I need a little more ink. A little more ink-a-dink. It's not time yet. Well, I shouldn't say that. Hubby bought some flowers, some zinnias, I think. I was thinking about grabbing a zinnia, but I think I'd be walking on thin ice if I went out and got one of his zinnia flowers. I think they're zinnias. And started mashing them on my plate to make prints. Once the weather gets warmer and they start blooming in the yard, stuff he's got, that I'll be okay. But yeah. So that's kind of cool for an inside or an outside, an innie or an outie. And it did come through. So let's let this dry a little bit. Where's my fan? Where to put my fan? Oh. Oh. The other thing I was thinking about, ladies, is that a little while ago, probably more than a little while, because I bought this ink in 2022. I also bought some brushes thinking I'd like to make some marks, mostly on paper. But this morning I was thinking, oh, I could do fabric. So I bought this humongous Japanese brush. Has anybody had any experience with these? And then I bought a set. I don't know if there's 3 or 4. I think I might be missing one of these. Look, see, this still has the plastic on them. I have done nothing with them. So these have a little bit of the sizing in it, like is normal. So I'm going to put those in a little bit of water. This one I haven't used, but this one's soft, so I must have taken the sizing out of that one. But we'll put that. Now, I do not feel as though I am good at mark making, but let's just have a go. Now, right now, this ink on Amazon is marked, I think, 30% off. So that's under under $10 for that. And let's see what we do here. Now, this is going to be folded. So, it's very difficult on the fabric to make a mark. Very difficult. Let's get this piece of paper. That brush really sucked up that ink. Oh, there's a gal by the name of Robin McClendon. She's very well known. She does a lot of mark making. Her stuff is beautiful. See, I don't even know what I'm doing with making marks. But this is, hey, this is not bad brush. I'm trying to use up all that ink. Not that I'll ever use this for anything, but. All right, so let's give that a swoosh. Let's give that an old swoosh. And then I'm going to take that out so my bristles don't get burnt. Not burnt, bent. All right, let's get this little guy out. Let's see. See if this is more better. These brushes didn't look that great, but you know, they work pretty well, huh? I hope I'm not making bad words. I don't know. I always do a little thing like that, and then they've got all these weird, cool. This is fun to play with. See, you could get a little composition book and sit and do that for hours. I see, I could do that for hours. Okay. That's kind of cool. All right, so let's move this one aside. I don't want that to bleed on my other one. So let's clear that up. And then somewhere I have. Okay, this is canvas. Like you would get stretched canvas to do an acrylic paint on. Okay. I put the link for those brushes in my description box, Candy. I think there's 4 of this set, if I remember correctly. So I'm going to make some images of my prints of my lemon right in here. And I'm going to try to print just on canvas. No paint. This is just straight up canvas. So let me load my lemon. And maybe this time I don't want the print everywhere. Maybe I want just at the top. I don't want to go over those. And then I'll do maybe along the edge of the back side. And then let's try again with maybe if I paint some of this ink on the rind of the lemon. This is very drippy. I will say that. This is very drippy. And maybe if I held it way up in the air, it would be better. Let's see. You think, Kimberly? Because she's probably already done it. All right, see, I'm going to just take my brush and I'm going to try to saturate that skin and get a print. I'm going to put that down here. And I'm not sure if I'm going to like it. So before I do my fabric, I'm going to get a piece of paper and see what that looks like when I pull it up. And then I can redo. It. So let's just get a piece of paper. I mean, it might look a little different on fabric, but I think basically, all right, so let me pop the paper down. It's kind of cool. Doesn't really look like lemon slices, does it? But it looks cool. All right, so I've got some residue from that in my little square. Oh, there's Devin. Hi, Devin. I'm gonna try to clean up this area a little bit. I'm just smearing it around now. Let's grab a clean. Can you get me a clean wipe? Okay. So if you're going to try this, I would recommend getting a fresher lemon or a piece of fruit or a piece of citrus. You know, your oranges, your lemons, your grapefruit, depending on how big you want it. And now I did see a tip where, okay, Peggy, I did see a tip where they roll the lemon on your counter and then they take a skewer and poke a hole in the end and just squeeze it and the lemon juice just ran out. Well, you know what? It didn't work for me. And it could be because my lemons were old and they were squishier. I don't know. Oh, I don't know, Devin, maybe. All right, so I'm going to stick with the black, at least for now. Oh, that's red. That red one we were doing. Mm, this one really looks the best. All right, so I'm going to sop that up. And then I'm going to do some stamp offs here. And I'm trying not to push too hard because of the juice in the lemon. Sometimes less is more, right? Look at me. I'm a mess. I'm a mess. I'm a mess. I know somewhere in this room I have a little pair of plastic gloves like you would get at the dentist or the doctor's office. I bought a bag of those years ago. Used quite a few, and I had a few left, but I looked in a couple of spots, and I'm pretty sure I'll find them tomorrow. Wah, wah, wah. Yes, I'm using this ink right now, Devin. This Japanese something ink, which I don't think it's alcohol. but I couldn't, it's all in Japanese, so I can't read it. And when I looked on Amazon, it doesn't really say, but the description, not the description, the reviews, one gal said, don't get it on your clothes because it won't come out. I don't think it's as good ink, like the Sumi. They called it, the brand name is Japanese Bargain, 1980, something crazy like that. All right, let me get another sheet of paper. I don't want to rub this so much. Now, people, their reviews are very good, and they like it for calligraphy and whatnot. Sound like a couple of people use it for other projects too, not just calligraphy. Now, while I'm here, I'm just going to pick up those little stamp offs up here. That would go in a farm journal, wouldn't it? It doesn't look like it picked up too much, the canvas. Oh, it did. I like that. That looks pretty cool. As always, I didn't think about drying this stuff. Let me try, let me get the rest of this here. See if I can get it up. And then I'm going to try to stamp right on a piece of canvas. I've got a couple of little pieces of canvas that I thought if I just did little individual stamps, I could then just tear it, and use it as an applique. So this is just a little tiny rectangle. And I'm going to go dip it back in here. Now I'm using, again, my little block of jelly plate as my stamping pad. Ooh. Nice. Now I'm just wondering, once this dries, I wonder how it would look if I use, say, some of this red, Amsterdam red, and stamped on top of it. I wonder, ooh, ooh, ooh. What if I stamp it red? Tell me, tell me, tell me, oh, what if I stamp it red? All right, let's load it. Let's try it. I'm going to get my heat tool and try to dry this a little bit. Sorry, I wonder if you rub Inktense blocks inks on your lemon and stamp directly to the fabric, how that would look. Just a thought for the future. For the future, we could do it now. I got my incense block right here. Okay, this is not super duper wet, just a couple of spots there. So impatient me. Here we go. Let's load up this red lemon. It's just all right. Now I have black on the red lemon. Didn't think about that, did you, Laura? No! But that could look cute on a page. Could it not? All right, let's get our little waste paper here. Pick up some of this stuff. Now that looks like a crime scene. Yeah, I like the red and black too, Cal. Trying not to, I get carried away with colors lots of times. Trying not to do that. Okay, so this is really not clean. So let's try a little alcohol here. I want to try to get back to what Susan Taylor Brown did too, and really saturate the fabric. Hi, Kathy. Good morning. Inky fingers or happy fingers? Yeah, I think really, if I get ink on my nails, with alcohol I should be able to clean that off. I think. I think. What to do with my Japanese fan? Where did I put it? Pretty pooty. Right here, right next to you. She's a little silly. Ooh. Okay. All right. So Devin suggested we try. Now, if I can get them out without an avalanche, would be good. Would be good. Maybe I could just pull a few bricks out. Oh, that's not going to work. I think I've got all my lemons. No, this one's still pretty good. Let's try. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pop them out because oh, maybe if I do it that way. Let's try the blue. Am I blue? Am I blue? Okay, so we're going to take a lemon. Ooh. Scoot it along. I don't want the schmear. Okay. Got a little bit of that black still coming through from the side. See, I got a big gap here from squeezing it, so it's not making a nice imprint. But it works. Oh no, see, I'm really squishing. I've got some of those sitting on paper towels. I lie, not paper towels. Napkins. All right, here is a piece of this fabric. To me, is like a cloth tablecloth. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it. Good morning, Teresa. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it on the one side. It's flat on the other, and it's like a cream on cream. So you can see it has a little design to it. But I thought it might be fun to print on something like that. I had my Inktense blocks up there open. I haven't used them in a while, but you know what? They still are not dried out. That feels very soft. So I'm going to this is the underside of this fabric. Would be the wrong side. Well, one cool thing is it's picking up the design on the fabric. I don't know if you guys can see that. You see how it's picking up around the outline edge? Could take a heat gun to the lemon for more detail. Oh, that's an idea, Dar. Yes, old school potato printing. Yes. That was just what I had printed on the side. Not great. Not great. But this looks kind of cool. I really like this side. where it's just clinging to the edge of that print. Okay, I've got some additional canvas here that's been painted where, yeah, I like it too, where the I had painted it for some reason. Who knows why. This is a piece of muslin that came, a coloring book came in this from Korea. It's a little sack. They just stitched it together. So I'm going to keep it together, but I'm cutting it in half. I don't know if I can tear it. It's double sack. Oh, I did it. Woo! I could do rainbow. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. My lemons are kind of yucky though now. I wonder if I could wipe some of that off. You know, the ones that aren't black. Okay, so maybe I can just pull this apart and do single. I'm thinking about doing a couple of different colors and doing what Susan Taylor Brown does and just sop up the inks like we did with that first hanky. I really kind of like that. And I liked this. It says Cool Purry. The label looks like a periwinkle. I guess that's what they're meaning. And this is Purple Twilight. How yummy does that sound? Stone washed. I'm not sure about that. Okay, Candy. Man, some of these you just can't squeeze them. So I'm going to really try to douse this piece. And then I pulled out my pinata, jacquard pinata. This is gold. I think this should have a little. All right, Peggy. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Put some of this in. Woo! Oh, just put that right back where it was, Lori. I'm not sure about this color. Let me try this on something. Oh, it's delightful. It's a darker blue. Grape juice. Mm. Now this, I think I have to wait till I hear a little clickety clip, don't I? The little clackety clack sound. That's so cool. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, let's spritz this with a little more alcohol. You're making a jar opener. Hmm. Yeah. I'm a sloth, I think, sounds a lot better than slug. I consider myself to be a pretty good slug. My husband, he just doesn't even think about it. He has a routine now, and he just gets up and he goes, and that's just all there is to it. It's like a no-brainer for him. I have a hard time moving. Okay, so I'm going to squish this like Susan Taylor Brown did. Oh, it made a little toot noise. A little rude tooter. That's good, Peggy. That's wonderful. Okay. Now, I think what I want to do is put a little bit of this gold on here and squish it again, and then stamp on it with the black ink with the lemons. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Bottle red, bottle white. I don't know if this will squish. Definitely got on my fingers. Not so much. Did it squish? Not so much. Okay. Take some more of this black on my small jelly square. And pick out my prettiest lemon, which I think is this one. Cherry. Ah, look, too saturated. Trying not to be a masher. I really mashed that first one. Oh, boy. Well, that's the back cover. I'm liking this, girls. Let's pick up a little bit of that gold. There's gold in their plates. You can paint over the big blotch. Yeah, or I can put a doily or something on top of that. Woo! It almost looks like Batiste. Boy, look, that is solid. Oh, I don't know where to put it now. I need to soak that up. Hold on. Napkins on aisle 37. A rock for a fairy. Oh, there you go. Gosh, that really was very, very juicy. All right, let's put this. I'm hanging this right above me on my ring light. Now, I need something on this right to be able to pick that up. I don't want to destroy my ink block there. Um, Lori, use paint hangers to dry them. Pant hangers. Yeah, I could do that. We gotta think ahead for that. I don't have anything to hang the hangers from in here. I used to have a drying rack, but I think that fell apart. Very short on loom. I don't have much loom here. Yeah, clothesline. Yeah, now that my husband's done planting and done painting, I'll have him string me up a clothesline. I can hear it now. You want what? You want what? Okay, so I'm going to soak this up with something. Let's just use this piece of muslin. And then let's grab another sheet of paper. Uh-oh, not good. Sorry, the white. That's kind of cool. Doesn't look like, a lemon. I'm not going to get much on this, I don't think. It's surprising. That's kind of cool. Okay, so now I'm fighting the urge. I'm thinking about putting a little bit of paint on there to pull this up, to clean this up, which I could pull it up on a piece of fabric. I got my cords in front of my phone. I'm not seeing chat. Bye, Gail. I think I might have a sore throat. I'm not sure. Might be from snoring. Could be from snoring. Okay, so let's see. Let me use bottle of red, bottle of white. Let me use this hydrangea pink. See if I can pick up any of this. It's pretty dry. Well, except for right there. And please excuse me for that little tooty noise. Little tooty noise. Braring off to the side there. I'm going to use this piece that we just used. Now I'm just wondering if I should wet that. If that picks up with the fabric any better. We could have a peek. I could do a peek. Not so much. Okay, let me get my water. See, I don't have much recall for this guy. I know I've done this before. Like I seem to be able to remember like different color paints that I painted like ceramic pieces years ago, but for some reason stuff like this. Oh, I'm glad, Ange. That's one of the things that I think a lot of us that stream um, want to accomplish is to encourage others to try stuff or to be creative. So thanks for sharing that with me. I appreciate that. Oh, oh, baby. I don't know if we got any of the pink. No. Well, it's kind of a mess, but kind of cool too. Teresa. Get something on this end. Of course, I really doused this. Now that's kind of crazy right there. It's kind of crazy. Okay, let me grab another wipe. That sounds like a donkey. There we go. Okay. Now I had something else in mind I was going to try, but what the heck was that? What was that? All right, so this is my size to be hopefully a potential cover for a journal. So what if I took the lemons and try to make like a little bouquet kind of shaped flower kind of thing? Now this is alcohol ink. This says pink. But let's see if I have. I'm looking for something that's really kind of a. I don't think this is hot pink. Kind of a hot pink. Let's see. Let's get a napkin here and see. It's kind of a corally, not so much a hot. This is the piñata. Ooh, Girlfriend, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's do that. So now I have my red. Let's see if I can get a little bit of that. Cleaning up my lemon. Just a little black in there. I think that will be fine. But got me another seed. Got me another seed. That might make a cool imprint. All right, now this has black still on it. Let's clean that off a bit. A little bitty bit. Okay, here we go. Whoa, baby. Whoa, baby. Not too much of a pattern. All right, so let's do one at the very top. One here. Here. I lost my seed. Putting a couple up here. Okay. Now, let's get one of these little guys. This is one of those little Chinese calligraphy paintbrushes. And let's get a little, we'll try the limeade. Let's get a little bit of limeade here. I'm not expecting this to do much, to tell you the truth. It looks so light. It's a little top heavy because my lemon's so big. So big. This was that pouch. This one's closed at the end. The lime didn't pick up at all. Oh, that was silly. I did it on the wrong side. I should have done it over there. Over there. Over there. Let's try again. Looks like a pansy, I think. The Yanks are coming. Well, out of control. She's out of control. I don't think that's going to do anything. A little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right. Let's do this. Let's not throw out the whole pot of soup. Speaking of a pot, whoa, Lori. I got an Instapot in the yard at a yard sale. I'm not sure if it's working exactly right, but Jacqueline helped me and she had me set it manually, and that seemed to work. I'm not sure it's coming up to full pressure. I've only used it once. But I'm going to use it again. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow. Do you, Peggy? It was very exciting for my first try. Well, I like that pink and black together. What's going to happen if I do this? I don't know what it is with me lately and neon colors, but I am loving some neon colors. Woo. All right, I'm going in again. This is soaking all the way through because I really doused it. I didn't have much. I mean, it looks like it's hardly ever been used. The gasket looks brand new. And the lady sold it to us for $10. What you making to go? I forgot what you said you were making. This is weird, but I kind of like it. I kind of like that. All right, now somewhere here, I have on this piece of acetate where I painted some, whoops, gesso. So this gives the fabric a little more stability. I know, right, Peggy? Didn't have the manual. I'm going to get one of those online. You can pick them up at, like thrift books or eBay, because I think I want a book. And looks like it's barely used, but I want to try to make yogurt. Yeah, we were riding by. My husband went with me. We have a community yard sale thing every May. And there's all old people here, right? So I try to find, stuff that people don't care about. Basically, they're trash. I was really looking for like an old quilt that, was all torn up or not good to someone anymore. That's what I was really looking for. But I didn't find anything. like that. And Hub said he would go with me and he would jump out of the car and check out, if there was anything for me to look at. And as we're riding by, I saw this pot. I said, I think that's an Instapot. He said, no, that's not. No. Mm-mm. So then I'm telling him he don't even know what a freaking Instapot is. Okay. He cooks a lot, but he's not a gadget guy. So we come back around and he said, we were already on that road. I said, I know. I want to see if that's an Instant Pot. Of course, I was calling it Insta. I thought it was an Instapot. Anyway, he gets out. And I see him getting his wallet out. I'm thinking, oh, Lordy, Lordy, I'm going to get it, whatever it is. And I knew he just had 20s. And the lady said, wait, I'll come back with your change. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, $10. I'm like, it was like I was a kid at Christmas. I was so stinking excited. Okay. Oh, okay. So this, now I'm trying to remember what Susan Taylor Brown said about this. Makes it more stable if you want to use your pages as a cover. But I think she mushed this too with different. That's what Jacqueline said. She said you can make hard-boiled eggs in like 5 minutes. Do they peel good? Did you notice? Do they peel good, Peggy? All right. So what colors do I want to use on this? I've got a plethora. Shall we do blue and green? Look at this blue. This is sailboat blue. How about it, huh? Sailboat blue. Let's get rid of that hot pink up there. They peel great? Cool. All right. Do I want to print? Let me try printing on this with a gesso. Now, this is again with just a little piece of cotton, like a calico kind of a cotton. It's got a little bit of a design on it, but on the back side, I painted some gesso. High pressure for 2 minutes and rest for 15. Now, do you put water in the bottom of? I guess you always put some kind of liquid in the pot. Just put a cup of water. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to give that a try for sure. Okay, so I'm going to put some of that blue down here. Again, see, I just don't have. I don't want to go get more lemons, if I'm honest with you, because I want to make some more. I want to make some more lemonade. There was a reel I watched. This lady took a quart canning jar and she she chopped her lemon up. She might have squeezed it first, the juice. I'm not sure. I don't remember that part. And then she chopped her lemon up all in like little bits, little tiny bits, and put it in the jar. You make 18 at a time? Oh, okay, cool. Thanks. And she put in 3 tablespoons of sugar. I'm sure you can adjust that however you like. And then she took something, I don't know, like a masher, like a wooden masher that she uses for pie doughs. And she mashed down those lemons and kind of ground them down and stuff, almost like you would in a pestle thing. Oh, that's fabric or and then she shook it. She put the lid on and then she shook it. And then she added, I think, a cup or a cup and a half of water. And then she shook it again. Oh my gosh, it looks so great. So I did a different version of that last night with these lemons. I didn't have a jar, so I just used a iced teaspoon. Yep, made purple. Eggs on the rack. Okay, gotcha. I know Hubs isn't going to want to try that, but I'm going to try it because, I mean, he makes great eggs, but, you know, he cooks them for 20, 22 minutes, and then he takes all my ice out of my ice bin. This is not as distinctive as the black. It is pretty though. Oh, that's better. It's a little heavier. The lemon's starting to pick up that ink a little better. You know, you're always risking it when you go to restamp something. Well, that's a good point. That's a good selling point I could use for Hubs. Doesn't heat up the house. He doesn't have his nose doesn't work, so smelling's not an issue for him because his nose is broke. How am I on time, kids? Well, we've only been messing around for about an hour and a half. Okay. Hi, Tammy. Nice to see you. Good morning. So that looks not too bad, girls, huh? Now, if you had a fresh lemon, okay, the prints would really be nice. They really would. These lemons really have seen better days. They have, they're just kind of squishy. And so the print looks kind of squishy. But that looks pretty good, if I don't mind saying so. All right, so now I want to try, this is this fabric that has the print on it that kind of looked cool, the way it sucked up the ink around the edges of the leaves and stuff. I want to try what Susan Taylor Brown does. And she just squirts all the different colors she wants to use on here, really drenches it, and then squishes it together and tries to make a solid print. Because I'm really liking that. I want some more of that. So you'll have to humor me if this is boring or you've seen that, done that. I'll bid you adieu. But really, I'm just trying to make some fabric. Thanks, Kimberly, that I can use. And see, this is where I'm going to have the problem where my nail attaches. The ink's kind of all right. So I want to do kind of like a not seaweed. Seaweed's popping in my head, but like an ocean kind of coloring. So a couple different blues and maybe a little bit of green and maybe a little bit of yellow, you know, kind of oceany looking. So I've got that sailboat blue, which is really nice. And let's see what other blues I have here. I've got Stonewash. That was a nice blue. Eggplant. Ooh, that's ooh. I wish I hadn't seen that. Eggplant. Ooh, that sounds so good. I don't want butterscotch. I don't want, so maybe I do want citrus. Citrus might be good. You know, when you think about being, oh, pitch black, I didn't know that was in there. Thinking a little corally color. Maybe that Valencia might be nice. And some lemonade. I think we're going to do some lemonade. So I'm just going to spritz this again. Let's try the blues. I might need that other purpley blue. And then I want to see how it really reacts to this print that's already on the fabric. Can you see that popping through? It's like so delicious to me. Delish, delish. This blue looks a little brighter. Oh, that's yummy. That's yummy, dear friends. That's yummy. Can you see it going around that fabric design? I don't want to pick it up yet because it's too wet. I'm going to put my gloves on. All right, let's try a little bit of this Lello. That should make little spots of green as we blend it with the blues. And let's try that citrus. Yeah, it is, Tammy. Right. Yeah. It really is making it pop. All right, a little bit of that green. Boy, I'm so tempted to put a little bit of that eggplant in there. Let's do some Valencia. Oh, yummy. Yum, yum, yummers. Do you think I need some of the hot pink in there? Let's mush it. Let's mush it first and see. Where did I put my gloves? Here we go. I'm going to put the gloves on to mush. It looks really cool, girls, from here. It's pretty wet. Let me just see what happens. Tammy, now I got Tammy on the brain. Susan Taylor Brown just kind of rolls her fabric like this. I think it just kind of squeezes it. Oh, if you ever get using it, I think you'll like it, Kel. We have an air fryer too. We gave one to our son and his fiance. They didn't have a microwave, so they've kind of been living with that, and it works well for them. And my sister was just telling me my niece has one, but they gave theirs to her brother, my nephew, because the basket, she said, Caitlin said, we didn't like it because of the basket. We have to keep unscrewing it to clean it, and we're too lazy to do it. So my nephew, he lives still with mom and dad. And oh my gosh, this is pretty, girls. Can you see? So my nephew brings it home. Oh, do you, Ange? That's good to know. And my sister said, there's no way that basket has to be unscrewed to be clean. That's just crazy. So she goes online and puts in the model and everything. Here, there's a button right on top of it that releases it. And it's so easy. So they did a video and sent it to my niece and said, you're not getting it back. But my son and his gal loves it. And we like ours too. We don't use it all the time, but Ron likes to cook. So it's a different way of thinking, but I think if you really tried a couple things in it, Kel, you'd like it. So what do you think about this one, girls? Can you see how cool it looks? You probably could make better color choices. It doesn't look grunge. It doesn't look under the sea either. I think the orange kind of took me away from that. But I think it'll be a pretty color. That's true too. Doesn't heat your kitchen. Yeah. And you know what we really like it for? Thanks, Kel. Heat ups. Like you can, if you're at a restaurant, you don't eat all your French fries and you don't want to throw them out, you bring them home. Like you put them in the microwave, they're just like they're nasty, right? They don't. But if you put them in the air fryer, oh, now you're talking. Yeah, I might have to do another one of this. What's another color combo we could try on that fabric? I have several sheets of that fabric torn to try. I forgot that this did this. I have used this before in printing. Now I've got tons of colors here. I have another partial tray off to the side I can go get. Let me see what that eggplant looks like. Where's a little bit of that's kind of basically what I just did. Oh, that's really deep. Green, yellow, blue. Okay, so we've got lemonade. Let me find my meadow. Meadow. And we'll try this sailboat blue. That was a nice blue. Let me get that, because we might have an aqua kind of a blue. Wait a minute. Let me get my other tray. Get my stiff bones spun around here and get my carcass moving here. Oh. Oh, I see some hot pink. All these inks, courtesy of Peggy and her D-stash. Woohoo! Red, orange, pink. Okay, Ange. Okay, so here we have aquamarine, indigo. Come on, Kel. You have to decide. This is Kel's. Lettuce. Aqua. I think Aqua had a leak. I lost a lot of that. He was laying down. Pool. Mermaid. Mermaid looks kind of greenish. Let's see. Let's see what mermaid looks like. I should take time to swatch these. Yeah, that's a really deep blue green. That mermaid, I don't know if you can tell. I'm kind of liking that mermaid. Clover. I'm looking over botanical. These are just, I don't think I have mermaid, celery, yellow. Okay, mermaid. I don't think I have celery. Lettuce, I'll take it. I think that's what you mean. And Lello. But you know what I don't have? I don't think. Oh, I just thought of something else and now I can't in my brain it's going that quick. Because I'm singing. That pool is a very pretty color. Indigo, I think that's a dark purpley. All right, here we go. Let's start off with a little bit of lettuce. Okay, Ange. Ange, did you give us the menu today or you're not cooking today? Lettuce is deeper than I thought. But a lovely green nonetheless. I love green. Love green. Okay. Now let's get our yellow in there. Oh, thanks, Peggy. That's cool. There you go, Kel. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm eating all this nice food because now I know how to use my air fryer. Well, that looks kind of nice, just like that. And now we're going to go with the mermaid. Don't know what we're having today right now. You don't feel like having anything? I'm starting to get me hungry. We do have some hard-boiled eggs. I might make an egg salad sandwich. I haven't had one of those in a little bit. All right, let me put those back. And let me give this a squirt. We might have to add some, Kel. I don't know. You think it looks pretty? Okay, let's see. Putting on my gloves. We're going to give it a massage. Going to give it a little massage. I keep tooting. Oh, Kellyanne. It's delightful. It's delightful. When it dries, it's going to look really cool. Okay, let's see. I have one or two more pieces of this torn. All right, Kel, I'm going to send that to you. All right, so the next two people that put in color combo, I'll do it on that fabric and then I will send it to you. Oh, I'm grabbing another piece of paper here. Try to clean up my plate. I got to gather up all the stuff we did today. Let's see if this will clean it up. Uh-oh, Judy's giving us the recipe. I keep seeing these things on reels where you put the tortilla in the bottom of the pan. Ground beef cooked and drained. Add taco seasoning. Last night's chili layer, cheese layer, top with sour cream, more cheese. Oh, nice. All right, no one else want one? Make a little journal cover. Give me some color combos. Oh, there we go. Hey, there's Dana. Hi, Dana. Good morning. Give me at least 3 color choices. Oh, there we go, Teresa. Blue and orange. How about a third color, Teresa? You just want the blue and orange, honey? Okay. All right, so let me get, I got 2 more pieces torn. Okay, so those 4 colors, blue, orange, pink, purple, or did you change your mind? Just so I know, so I get it right. If you could just tell me. I need a colorful one for my Explore journal. Okay, baby girl, we got it. We got you. All right, so let's get some. What she said orange. So let's do orange, all of them. Okay, thanks, honey. All right, so let's get down some of this Valencia, which is a beautiful orange. And Dana, I was thinking about you the other day. Um, are you the gal that does the glue book rolls? Am I remembering correctly? Was that you? Is that your channel? Okay, this is Poppy, so I think this is kind of like a deeper color of that Valencia. No, not you? Does anybody know who I'm talking about? All right, let's give her some hot pink. She did like a scroll, and she started out with just like uh, tears of paper from a magazine, and then she did like a scroll. Ooh. And she would start, say, with like a empty toilet tube or a paper towel tube, and then she would start gluing, and then she would let it dry, and then she would roll it. And it was really kind of cool. And Jacqueline was doing something the other day, and I thought, oh, who was that gal that did that with paper? It wasn't Shauna, but maybe it was Lisa. Okay, I'll look at her channel. I didn't investigate yet, but when I saw you pop in, I thought, oh, maybe it was, okay. She said green, right, and blue. So this is that meadow green, which is kind of nice. Teresa, this kind of reminds me of that one journal you bought from me that had all those wild, crazy colors. Okay, sailboat blue. All right, here comes some blue. Now let me know if I missed the third person that put in some colors because I'm not paying that close attention. And maybe we need a little yellow in there. Just a little bit, doo-doo, just a little bit, doo-doo, just a little bit of yellow, then it's done. Just a little bit. All right, let's spritz some more. This area right here with that hot pink, Teresa, is so yummy. So yummy. Did I miss anybody that put in color? Put in colors? Did Brenda or anybody? I got one more torn piece. I mean, I have more if anybody really would like one. I can tear. Okay, let me squish. Lime, bright pink, and purple. Okay, okay, girls. All right. Just don't let me forget. All right. Once I get this one done, in case the chat keeps scrolling. Now squishing that one, it kind of, oh, yum, yum, yummy. It's not super bright because when they all start squishing together, but it is lovely. I bet you when this dries, it's going to be really cool beans, huh? Let's see. It's really wet, but it's alcohol, so it should dry quick, right? Let's give it a go. Now the other thing, girls, like I know I have Teresa's address, but I'm not sure, Dana, if I have yours. And Brenda, I think I have you, but I'm not sure either. So if you just send me a private message so I can mail it to you. Oh, thanks, Teresa. Okay, so this is going to dry up, I think, pretty nice. I don't know if it's blurry in the camera, but it looks darker on my computer screen, brighter on. Okay, great. Thanks, Dana. I'll make a cute little journal cover. All right, so let's see. Let's clean up here a little bit. Now let me go back. Lime, bright pink, and purple. A light purple, a medium purple. See, I'm being annoying. Or a dark purple. A dark purple probably would really take over. Did you get a new phone, Ange? That's cool. Okay, so let's see. Now I got to get another piece of this. Look at all these little, it is crazy with the threads. Now let's see. I don't think, oh, there it is. I knew I didn't put it away. All right, there we go. So she says lime green. This is limeade. How about a bright blue, no purple? I don't have too much of a bright blue, I don't think. Well, wait a minute. Let me look. I can look. Let me look. So let me look at my other. All right. So here's, this isn't really lime. It's limeade. So let's add a little yellow. Let's add a little. Oh, cool, Ange. Let's add a little yellow in there to try to get that to be real limey. I think I should have grabbed the citrus. I mean, really, how big can this turn out? How big can it turn out? Citrus, this might be more what you were looking for. Yeah. We get that hot pink in there. Oh, girl. Ooh. All right. So this purple, this is kind of a purpley blue. This is called Cool Curry. Let me see. Let's get this little piece of fabric. Dana, it's kind of like a blue purple. You think about that. That's probably the lightest in a purple vein that I have. Let me get that hot pink. Maybe I should, oops, I keep forgetting. Some I have to squeeze and some I don't. This is the other purple. Hey, Jasper, here's the other purple, which is, that's good. Okay, thanks, honey. All right, here we go. Now I got to go back and get Brenda's combo. I think she said teal. Okay. I'm going to put these gloves on, but you know what I'm going to do? I don't think it's... Oh, maybe I'll put them on backwards. If I put them on backwards, see, there's no ink there. Ooh. More pink? Okay, kid. Here we go. That is so yummy, that pink. Yummy! Okay, come on. Can't grab it backwards. Taco, burrito. What you doing in your Speedo? Ooh. We should go into fabric design. Ooh. Can't really. Did I put the purple on? Did I forget the purple? Does anybody know? It's very pretty the way it is. I'm waiting to see it on my phone. Oh, very pretty. Is that good, Dana? That is very pretty. Okay. All right, now I got to go back and grab, and let me hang this one up there. And I need to grab another bit of fabric. Let's see. I got that right here. I'm going to have a paper avalanche. Oh well, baby wipes down, iron down. I got a big old hunk of this fabric. I just got to find the end. Let me get a good square of it here. Great babe. I think my puppy's locked in the kitchen. She's being very quiet though. Whoops. Starting to lose control. I got stuff everywhere. All right, let's see. Ugh. Put that back there. All right, this is the last one. This is for Brenda. And of course, I need my baby wipes. Oh gosh, I just knocked something else off. Oh, my drawer's opening by itself. Okay, let's do this. This is not pulling out very nicely. All right, let's do this cleanup. All right, now I need, oh my gosh, 5 miles. Yeah, that always hurts my bum. Ooh, you think with all the padding I have, it wouldn't be an issue. Not. Okay, so I need Brenda's choices. Let me see if I can scroll back. Can't believe how sore my throat feels. Wait a minute, let's get rid of these threads. This is a little more square, but you could trim it, Brenda. It's a little more square here. A little more square. Okay. I think she said teal or something. Brenda and Eddie. Okay, let's see. I'm going back and looking for Brenda's. Oh, there's Teresa. There's where Dana came in. Okay, wait a minute. Brenda, if you're here still, you might have to tell me again. Let me see. I'm not seeing it. There's Teresa. There's, okay, teal, pink, and yellow. Whoops, I don't want to time anybody out. All right, teal, pink, and yellow. I think teal is in this one. Aqua is kind of, I think this aquamarine is a pretty good teal. It's hard to tell because it's so deep. Oh, that's a beautiful color. Okay, now I can't remember again. Pink and yellow, right? All right, so let's do the pink. And where's that yeller? Where's that old yeller? Honeycomb. That's kind of a yellow, but peach Bellini. I didn't even see that one. Valencia. Sunshine yellow. Sunshine, go away today. I had a lemonade, did I not? I think the lemonade might be more better. Here's lemonade. Let's try lemonade. This is one of the ones that won't squeeze. Bye, Ange. She getting a nap? All right, and then we're going to use this teal, which I'm a little nervous, but it's really pretty. This aquamarine. I'm just trying to be light-handed with that. Need some in the center there. Okay, it looks like it's diseased. Now, I think I need another pair of gloves. I got a whole bag here. Hub's got out of the garage for me. Because I feel like some of that other color's coming off of those gloves. I don't like being hot either. I use that as an excuse for not exercising. Of course, I pulled out two right hands instead of a right and a left. Okay, here we go. Here comes the squish. The squish factor. That probably would be cool to pick that up with something. Let's do that. Oh, this is that piece of canvas that I just did, like some white paint, or might be gesso. Which side? I think it's this side. See if I can pick any of that up. Oh, I do have too much. I could sit here all day if my legs would let me. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Can you see it? I'm waiting for my Waiting for my phone to catch up. I need some more on this end. I can't do anything with a backwards glove on. My goodness. There goes another brush. We don't want any white spots. Oh, look. I wonder if that'll help soak it up. And it's got a little sheen to it because of the fabric. I think your girls are going to like these. Okay, so let's look and see what we did today. That's kind of cool. It's really light, but kind of cool. Look, I'm going to do more alcohol on here and smush it back down. I guess this was from me laying this on here. All right, I don't want to wreck these. Let me get rid of that other glove. That might be better. I think I need a piece of paper. I need some other protection. I got stuff everywhere. Are you surprised? I don't think so. Okay, so this one is Brenda's. Still got a little white here. Still got a little white. I don't know if I was supposed to do one for Judy or not. I think Judy was just renaming colors. Okay, so that's Brenda. This is Dana. That's dry. This is Kellyanne. This one's dry. Kellyanne. And then these are some of the other things we did today. We did that. That was supposed to be the flowers, but I didn't really like how that turned out. So then I put some black on. That's That's just And here's the black and pink grunge. These are all still damp. This is the blue lemon stamped. And that's dry. That looks pretty cool. Look, I'm putting all these other fabrics down so I can layer and not contaminate one from the next. And then this was a little swatch of the black and the red stamped on the fabric. And this one was already from the jelly plate. Oh no, wait a minute. I got that wrong. That wasn't Dana's. I got Dana's up here. I'll show you Dana's in a minute. This was already jelly printed fabric, and then I stamped. This is Dana's. I have it hanging up on top. The one pink is Dana's. That's Dana. The other one was just one I was fussing with. This was the gold fabric, and I stamped, and I tried to do a mark, but that wasn't too successful, that mark. Yeah, I'm bad. I'm bad with remembering. I'm trying to think about a lot of different things. It's really, even when I don't, I'm not that great at remembering. Whose is this over here? This was me. This was me, I think. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the video because my brain's so overused. Overused brain for an old gal. Okay, I'm digging through the paper here because I know there's a couple of other things I did. And the paper is not, the paper is not anything to write home about, that's for sure. I thought there was another piece over there, but I'm not seeing it. That's a little disappointing. Oh, here's this one. That's just stamping on more of that white on white kind of fabric. And then I think this is just kind of doing a little part of what I might think would be a journal cover. That could work. I kind of like that. So we stamped on that. I didn't get a ton of stuff done, but I did get some stuff done. And I think I might have knocked a piece off, but I don't see where it went. And then got a couple over here. That I tore apart. That I didn't use. This was the hanky, aka could be a napkin. I'm going to iron that. That'll dry right up when I iron that. So I think that's it. I might find a couple of rogue pieces somewhere else, but I think that's basically it for today, ladies. So if I was going to do it again, I would get fresh fruit. So I have a really nice stamp and really maybe let it dry out. So, I think it would stamp better. Thanks, Teresa. Thanks, Dana. What is Peggy saying, Bernd? I can't handle paper cuts. Oh, paper cuts. But it was fun. I mean, this will be fun to just keep experimenting, but I've got some other stuff I want to do. So, I'll probably just clean up my mess and that'll be the end of it. But yeah, this one turned out cute for sure. I'm going to iron that. That's going to look, but they don't look as soft. Now this is fairly soft, but the ones I did for you girls, they're not as soft as I thought they might be. So, well, it's time for me to get some lunch and go to the loo and clean up. Yeah, clean up with a piece of cloth. That's a good idea, Peggy. Thank you. Here's Andrea. I was fearless. Okay, enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your week. I may pop on Sunday. Our plans for, oh, here's one right over my head. I forgot. The one with the gold. Our plans for Mother's Day has changed. I'm still waiting to hear from my daughter. And so I may pop on. I may not. I just don't know at this point. I'll keep you posted as well as I can. So if I don't see you Sunday, I'll see you next Thursday for sure, Lord willing. And gosh, enjoy your day. For the moms out there, happy Mother's Day. And even though you may not feel appreciated, trust me, you are. And don't forget to take time to be creative, all right? All right, my dear friends? And I will see you when I see you. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.